Buenas tardes. Gracias. Hola, buenas tardes. Muchas gracias, muchas gracias. Bienvenidos a esta tercera conferencia organizada con motivo de la exposición sobre Nikola Tesla que se encuentra en la sala de la máquina de esta escuela. Esta tercera conferencia pone fin al ciclo y qué mejor que contar con un compatriota de Nikola Tesla para que nos imparta esta última conferencia haciendo un repaso de lo que fue la vida y obra de Nikola Tesla desde su infancia hasta sus últimos años. Pero antes de ceder la palabra a Nikolina, que nos acompaña aquí en la mesa, que quizá en algunas otras ocasiones habéis tenido ocasión de verla, pero no os la habíamos presentado hasta ahora. Lo haré a continuación, una vez le vaya a ceder la palabra. Quería referiros también, con motivo de la enorme acogida que ha tenido el ciclo de conferencias y las actividades de extensión universitaria organizadas con motivo de ellas, quería primero disculparnos porque el otro día muchos de vosotros os quedasteis fuera de la sala. Conscientes de esta situación, a los que el otro día, la semana pasada, os quedasteis fuera de la sala, en esta ocasión os hemos dado prioridad, preferencia para entrar. Motivo también que nos ha llevado a cambiar ligeramente la organización de las actividades. Disculparnos porque francamente no esperábamos la acogida que iba a tener esta actividad. Estamos tremendamente satisfechos, como no puede ser de otra manera, del interés que os habéis tomado por esta actividad, pero no quita, lógicamente, que el otro día pues, os causáramos, a los que os quedasteis fuera, un cierto perjuicio porque esperabais, supongo, escuchar al conferenciante que procedía, que venía de la Universidad de Virginia. Dicho esto, me congratulo de que de nuevo la sala vuelva a estar llena, vuelva a estar completa. Agradezco vuestro interés, vuestra presencia aquí y ya sin más, sí quiero presentaros a Nikolina Zidek, que es la agregada cultural de la Embajada de Croacia en España. También junto con la Universidad Politécnica, junto con esta escuela, ha estado participando en la organización de toda la exposición, gracias también al apoyo, y no hubiera podido ser de otra manera, de la Embajada de Croacia en España, ha sido posible traer los paneles que tenemos en el vestíbulo, que tenemos en la entrada de la escuela. Ha sido posible también contar con el conferenciante de hoy, que ha sido invitado expresamente por la Embajada de Croacia en Madrid para impartir esta última conferencia, y gracias también al apoyo personal de Nikolina hemos conseguido, yo creo que un ciclo muy redondo y con una recepción y una acogida que se ve que ha sido mayoritaria, masiva, y si con esto hemos conseguido, y esperamos y deseamos haberlo hecho, transmitiros la dimensión de la figura de Nikola Tesla, estaremos satisfechos. Nikolina, muchas gracias y a continuación nos presentará a nuestro conferenciante de hoy.
Bueno, buenas tardes. Yo empezaré en inglés dado que el profesor mismo tiene que darse cuenta cuando tiene que empezar a dar la conferencia. So, Zlatko Kniewald is Bachelor of Biotechnological Engineering, Tenure Professor of Biotechnology and Biochemical Engineering at the University of Zagreb, Croatia. He is also honorary member of the World Innovation Foundation and member of Croatian Academy of Engineering. From 1968 to 1971, he was a fellow of the Ford Foundation at the University of Milan, Italy, where he obtained doctor's degree in biotechnology. From 1972 to 1979, he was the principal investigator of the Ford Foundation grant for research and education in reproductive biology at the University of Zagreb, Croatia. In 1986, he received Ruđer Bošković State Award for scientific research in steroid chemistry. From 1983 to 1987, he was member and the president of former Yugoslavia USA Joint Board for Scientific and Technological Cooperation. He published more than 70 scientific papers, CC and CAB indexed, and 75 technical papers. From 1989 to 2008, he was the founder and the head of the Laboratory for Cell Culture Technology, Application and Biotransformation, and the Faculty of Food Technology and Biotechnology of the University of Zagreb. In 1998, he was elected full member of the Croatian Academy of Engineering, and from 2003 to 2009, he is and he will be president of the Academy. He was also the organizer of the international scientific and professional meeting, The Life and Work of Nikola Tesla, in 2006, marking the 150th anniversary of the birth of this scientist. And now I shall give the floor to Professor Kniewald.
Thank you. Distinguished members from university, distinguished students, I'm very glad because I'm feeling like on my faculty. I like to see a lot of students having the interest for any topic which we are trying to present to you. And this is particular honor for me to be here in Madrid, in Spain. I have been the first time here 30 years ago. At that time, it was the World Congress about the steroid hormones. In few introductory words, you have heard that biotechnology is my general occupation. But now it's a question which connection I have with Nikola Tesla. At your age, it was even, I was younger, 1956, it was 100 year of Tesla birth. I just finished the secondary school. Now you see that I'm more than 70 years old. At that time, I wrote a paper about Nikola Tesla and Thomas Alva Edison. But the reason was to discover how these two men made such a big scientific approach, and they implemented their ideas in the products. They find the way how to reach the market. This is a problem which is present also today within European Union and within so-called common market. Later on, it was 125 years of the Nikola Tesla birth in Croatia. I'm born in Croatia, in Zagreb, in the same country where from is Nikola Tesla originating. We had the movement in Croatia, so-called Nikola Tesla's ideas for the young generation, and I participated in these activities. Later on, in Croatian government, we have the state award Nikola Tesla for the achievement in technology. I have been the member of selection body, and later on it arrived 150 years, it means 2006. As the president of Croatian Academy of Engineering, I was responsible to organize a part of Nikola Tesla happening in Croatia, but also in UNESCO headquarters in Paris, where also this exhibition, which you have possibility to see here, was presented for the first time. Now, on the proposal of the Minister of Science, Education and Sport, Republic of Croatia, Professor Primorac, he asked me to come here as a representative of Croatia and Croatian government to present you maybe some pictures which you have seen already, some information which have presented to you some speakers before me, but maybe to answer to some of your questions, which is no one able to answer if he is not living all his life in Croatia. So I'm here. I will present you what I have prepared. After that you can put the question. I will sure be able to answer to any of your questions of young students or of any participant here in this auditorium. So I will try to be as possible, let's say, correct about any of question you can stress to me. Because when we are talking about this part of Europe, in the history we have had, I would say, the visitors from the Roman Empire, from the French, from the German, from the Osmanian, from Austrian, from Hungarian. Even if you try to see my name, my origin is from Germany, from Bavaria. So the movement in and out from this part of Europe is permanent present even today. This maybe will give you also the answer how different nations within Croatia are living together and cooperating. What, I don't know how many of you are or have been in Croatia. Croatia, as a part of former Yugoslavia, have particularly University of Zagreb is 340 years old. Croatian Academy of Science, former Yugoslav Academy of Science, is 147 years old. And Croatian Academy of Engineering is celebrated 15 years this year. These are, when we compare with your universities, much younger history, but still is older than some later on organized universities or academies. This is the reason why you will have here possibility to see just a part of introductory speech of our President Stjepan Mesić, because just what he mentioned, that the small people born in small countries have a big problem to be recognized and to succeed in the big world in competition with much stronger environment, like was the situation with Nikola Tesla. We have also several other examples in the history, but also today. I'm sure that also someone of you will find and discover some new approach, new technology. But when you will try to convince your company to apply it or to implement this in the product or to protect this your discovery, then you will see what does it mean, what are the problems, and to try to understand also the Tesla during his work and life, of course. Tesla monument today is the middle of Zagreb, in the city and in the street in the middle of Zagreb. Nikola Tesla have been a honorary member of Yugoslav Academy of Arts and Sciences, elected 1896. He became Doctor of Honoris Causa in the University of Zagreb, 1926. Some of these documents you have also presented on your exhibition. What does it mean? That even in that time, Nikola Tesla was recognized as an exceptional researcher and scientist, because practically 2 years after Niagara electrical power plant, the second one have been opened in Croatia. The rector's chain, which was originated during 300th anniversary of University of Zagreb, has a picture of Nikola Tesla. This is the Nikola Tesla among the all other distinguished scientists from the University of Zagreb. Yes, Nikola Tesla was born on the 10th July 1856, and on the 10th July 2006 in Smiljan Lika it was opened in his birthplace. It was open Memorial Center, and I have heard that your distinguished member of your university have been there 2 years ago. It was closed, but I have invited him to come again, maybe with some of you students, and we shall organize together with my academy the visit to the Nikola Tesla Memorial Center and to see environment and a lot of people visiting this monumental place. And this sentence that it was a stormy weather, the midnight flashes already began to announce the birth of the lightning magician. What we used to say in Croatia, that practically each electric bulb is a memory all around the world to Nikola Tesla, because without alternating current, it will not be possible to transfer the electricity on the big distances. And there are also questions, what is the, and which is the country where Nikola Tesla was born? 1849, Nikola Tesla was born. At that time, it was Austro-Hungarian Empire, but consisting from the different countries, including Croatia. Yeah, it's better. Yes, this Croatia today, if someone doesn't know, it's part of the eastern coast of Adriatic Sea. And here nearby the city of Gospić is a small village, Smiljan, where Nikola Tesla was born. And this is the memorial center of Nikola Tesla. Today, his born house and the church, Orthodox Church, where his father was in duty as a Orthodox churchman. Here are the visitors to the Memorial Center today. This is a part of interior of Nikola Tesla's house, where you can see the window with the light, but at the same time you can see the lot of numbers on these letters. These are numbers of Tesla patents. This is my original picture. You have the possibility to see it the first time. And I like it because on the same place you have the part of the memorial Tesla's house. You have this light from outside coming, and at the same time you have the list of the patents which are even today in high technology time very rare that some person could have it and to own it, such a huge amount of patents. It was Nikola Tesla. It's a part of interior of Nikola Tesla's house today with a part of furniture which originated from that time. This is a part of interior of the church, typical Orthodox church in Smiljan. And what about the education? Nikola Tesla finished elementary school, as you can see, 1866. Then he went also in Gospic. It's 12 kilometers. At that time, it wasn't buses, automobiles, or any public transportation. Tesla went by foot, returning, and this part is during the winter time with minus 20 to 30 degrees Celsius with a lot of snow. This was the time when Nikola Tesla went to the school and finished 1870 the Real Gymnasium. Then he moved to some closer city, Karlovac, to finish gymnasia, graduated, and at 1875 he got the scholarship for the Technical University in Graz. The Prague University is still without final documents that he have been participating also at the University of Graz. This is the document about his fellowship. But as it happens also sometimes in our time, the fellowship has failed and he didn't get the fellowship for the next year. This is the main catalog of Nikola Tesla. And what is very interesting, here are the lectures: mathematics, experimental physics, organic chemistry, inorganic chemistry, zoology, general botanic, demonstration of mechanical engineering, French language, political arithmetics, altogether 46 hours. And all these lectures he finished with excellent. It's from the original documentation from the Hochschule in Graz. This we have received from our member of our academy, distinguished Professor Richter, who is also the member of Austrian Academy of Science. The next year, we have documents that he failed some lectures, and this was practically the termination of his study and work in Graz. But this is a school, Polytechnic Institute in Graz, where Nikola Tesla was the student. But at that time, there is some documents about Professor Jakob Peschel. He was professor from Nikola Tesla, and they have some problems in communication because the Tesla proposed to improve Gram machine, but Professor Peschel told Mr. Tesla may accomplish big things, but in this he never will be successful. This would be similar to divert a continuous attraction like gravity into a rotating movement. It would be a perpetuum mobile, an impossible idea. But even here in front of this room, you can see rotating field and Tesla, or what we used to say Columbus eye, but this is the Tesla eye, showing that this, what the idea of Tesla was a possible and realistic idea. Then Tesla moved from Maribor, where he worked as technician, to the Budapest telephone company. Then he spent certain time in Paris, France, in Edison company, in Strasbourg, and then he migrated to the United States, and 5 years later he got US citizenship. This was also the time when Tesla started to work together with Edison, but in US and not in France, where he started the first contact with Edison company. This is a picture of Nikola Tesla after the emigration to the United States of America. This is the certificate Nikola Tesla, for his work, received several honorary promotion for the Doctor of Science or the member of different academies. This was a sign that he was recognized as an engineer and as a scientist all around the world. But sometimes when we are talking about Nikola Tesla and we are talking about the promotion of today in science, today Nikola Tesla cannot be even the assistant on the faculty because he didn't publish any CC paper. And that's the problem. And we are trying to change. For instance, in our country, I don't know how it's in your, you can have the Nobel Prize, you can have the 100 patents, but if you don't have 3 CC paper, you cannot be elected as assistant. It's true. And this we must change in engineering science and engineering education. And we are fighting for this. As you can see, Nikola Tesla got the Franklin Elliott Gold Medal, 1893. And at that time, IEEE, the institution which is world known, gave him Edison Medal. But today, IEEE has a special award called Nikola Tesla. It means not only the unit Tesla, not only the crater on the moon with the name of Tesla, but the highest scientific institution, IEEE, recognized him and his achievement and decided to give the one award with the name of Nikola Tesla. He was nominated for the Nobel Prize. He didn't get it. The nomination is a great honor, but all world is more than convinced that Nikola Tesla has results to receive the Nobel Prize. But such is the life. What Niels Bohr told about him, prediction is very difficult, especially about the future. But the Tesla replied him that the future tells the truth and evaluate each one according to his work and accomplishment. The present is theirs, the future for which I have really worked is mine. And it was extremely wise idea, and today we can say, yes, Tesla was right. These are just some of the list where Tesla have been elected as Doctor Honoris Causa. University of Paris, Vienna Polytechnic Institute, University of Poitiers, University of Belgrade, Technische Hochschule Graz. It means the same which he didn't finish, but they recognized his achievement in this scientific field. University of Brno, University of Zagreb, Polytechnic Institute in Bucharest, University of Grenoble, University of Sofia, University of Prague. Today, we are not so easy to find that some scientists today have received such a lot of recognition in such different universities around the world. And what is interesting on this picture, Tesla is reading the book from Ruđer Bošković. Ruđer Bošković is another scientist born in Dubrovnik, in Croatia, and our academy received proposal from the government to organize the celebration of 300 years Ruđer Bošković birth 2011 in Croatia. These two scientists were recorded all around the world due to their achievement for the benefit of all people. What I have mentioned already, Tesla registered 147 patents, 112 US patents, 29 British patents, and 6 Canadian patents. Croatian Academy of Engineering and the State Office for Intellectual Property, on the occasion of 150th anniversary of Nikola Tesla, produced the CD with all Tesla patents. I gave it to your university, but I would like to leave it also for some of you to have the insight during the exhibition and later on to have the insight in all registered Tesla patents. There are copies of the original documents. And these 147 numbers of the patents are listed on the picture which you have seen from the interior of Tesla house on the beginning of the presentation. This is not my field, and I'm sure that you are more informed about the antenna, which was a Tesla patent with the name and with the number. What is of interest for us today? How to promote, how to educate young generation, the students, to be able to work, to discover something what is new, and then to apply it to have the patent. This, of course, is the problem of all universities around Europe. Similar situation is with the Tesla transformer as a source of high frequency, high power electromagnetic fields. Today, if you just compare the Tesla resonator and the new resonator which is built in the CERN, you can see that the difference is only 10% in comparison with the standard Tesla resonator. It means even the new technology did not change in the big the discovery of Nikola Tesla. These pictures are from the World Exhibition in Chicago, 1893. Tesla exhibition in Chicago, 1893, with the several his discoveries. Then Tesla laboratories in New York, 1895, and one discovery which is today used for the different purposes, particularly in the military. It's Tesla radio-controlled boat, patented at 1898. Then there is a picture of Colorado Springs laboratory on the end of 19th century. But also the original diary from Colorado Springs, written with the Tesla hands. High power, high frequency generator with so famous Tesla sparks. As is written, Tesla credo was similar to demonstrate the power of electromagnetic theory, particularly in the long-distance wireless transmission of energy, messages, and illumination. What we have here, laser, fluorescent light, and all other discoveries are today present just due to the Tesla discovery. Long Island Laboratory was also one of example, which was almost finished, but not finished at all during his life. This is the interior of this laboratory. But as it happens very often, you are famous during the life, you discover a lot of things, but then you become older, you become poor, and the end of life, you cannot even survive on the proper way. Tesla was just one of such examples. This is the Tesla picture in his hotel room, Hotel Newyorker, which became world known because Tesla lived in the hotel. Here is the picture of Tesla, 1930s, after the accident with the taxi in front of the hotel. This is an interview of Nikola Tesla in the hotel 1935, in the high age already. Then we can see that Nikola Tesla was not only the scientist and discoverer, but he was a man who has a friend like Anthony Dvorak, but also his friend was Mark Twain. So, besides the research, besides the discovery of the new products, he spent a time also to develop him as a humanist, as a man who gave the lot of not only scientific but also the personal contact with the different people. And 1937 he received the Order of the White Lion from Vladimir Hurban, minister from Czechoslovakia, at the Hotel Newyorker. That's the hotel. These are the pictures taken just this day from the websites. So if you just visit the Google, you will see this picture. You will see also on the same sites Tesla funeral on the January 12, 1943. You will see the Tesla commemorative plaque on Hotel Newyorker, erected July 10, 2001 by the Tesla Memorial Society of New York at the hotel. And what were the tributes to Nikola Tesla when he died? Lord Kelvin, Niels Bohr, Bragg, Arthur Holly Compton, Albert Einstein. Tesla is an eminent pioneer in the realm of high-frequency currents. I congratulate him on the great successes of his life work. This was told by Albert Einstein. And as is a history, what remains the ash from Nikola Tesla in this golden sphere is located in the Nikola Tesla Museum in Belgrade, in Serbia, and there is also the Memorial Museum with Nikola Tesla, not only documents but also with a lot of still unopened documents and archive. And when we are just trying to see what is today present in the real life, IEEE institution with the different profiles, practically 50% of activities of IEEE is oriented with the application and the development of Tesla inventions. But still there are several ideas or discoveries which are not published, not presented to the, let's say, all interested society. And for the end, scientific and cultural research on Tesla's life and the impact of his inventions and intuitions to science and culture have yielded a sea of commemorative and historical texts, in the media and ad hoc symposia during Nikola Tesla year 2006 around the world and at Croatia. And I'm personally grateful to all scientists and participants that collected and presented a lot of information about Nikola Tesla life and work. And just, I would like also to leave to you the annual of 2000 of the Croatian Academy of Engineering, where are published all papers presented during Nikola Tesla year in Croatia. This document have already your university, but there are a few copies also for some of you interested in this topic. Thank you very much. Now I am ready for your question. Please, I am not in hurry. I'll be here as long as organizer or you would like to hear what I can answer to your question.
Okay. Thank you very much, Professor Kniewald. Now it's time for questions. You can address our speaker your questions both either in English or Spanish. If questions is in Spanish, our speaker will use the headphones. I think it's number 2, the channel, yeah. Okay. To translate to English. Or if you prefer in English directly. No hace falta que todos preguntéis a la vez. Podemos hacerlo de uno en uno. Sí, hay una pregunta aquí. Te acercan el micrófono.
I have a question because I couldn't understand how he could live in a hotel suite for so many years.
Un poco más alto, por favor.
How could he live in a hotel suite for so many years?
Yeah. Which was the reason to live in a hotel room for so many years? Gracias, gracias.
Sorry, not understanding you because it's a too long distance, but how he could live in the hotel room. This is the question, how you can survive without the family when you are old. In the hotel room, he has all what he needs to survive, the food, also the health care, and the hotel have been paid by the company that were worked together with him. But even when he died, there remained some unpaid accounts. So this is the reason why I mentioned that he got enormous achievements, but on the end he didn't have any personal profit from these discoveries.
Yeah, concerning that Nobel Prize Unpartitioned Nobel Prize. Is that the official story, or is there another story about the Nobel Prize? Because I've heard a different one, that it was him who rejected the prize because he was to have it with someone else.
From my information, the Nobel Committee did not decide to give him Nobel Prize. There is always question, was he consulted? Has he been officially submitted the proposal? But even today, when you are proposed or the country would like to propose you to win the Nobel Prize, there is still a lot of different stories. So when you got the Nobel Prize, then you are a winner. But all what is from the proposal to the receiving the Nobel Prize is a rather long way. I hope and I think that this happens also with Nikola Tesla. Because in Croatia you have Lavoslav Ružička, the chemist, he got the Nobel Prize. Then we have the Vladimir Prelog, both in steroid chemistry, working in Zurich in laboratory. And you have the Andrić, the writer, that he got also the Nobel Prize. But probably there is a lot of other very important and successful scientists which will never receive the Nobel Prize because the prize is limited. But from the historical fact, all achievement which he got from the different academy in the different, let's say, political systems is a sign that Nikola Tesla, this is a bigger achievement than just to receive a Nobel Prize and not to be recognized with all environment at that time in the world.
More questions? Yes, please.
Yes, directly.
Now?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's okay.
First of all, I would like to thank you for your presentation. And I would like to actually ask you something very simple. How much information do you think that is public about his work, and how much information is not known about what he has done in his work?
It's a relatively simple question, because what is published is registered by the patent. As you know, there was also the problem with the Marconi about who is the first discovered radio. But from the unpublished, there are known that some are belonging to some still secret services. But also in museum, Nikola Tesla in Belgrade, you have 12 cupboards which are under seals, still not opened. Don't ask me. Just, I have seen, if you will visit the museum, you will hear the same as I have heard.
Could I ask
Are these the personal things from Nikola Tesla? Or these are some papers? I don't know, but probably there are some personal things.
but something very simple. With the access that you have to the science in your country, you don't have access to that information?
No.
Okay.
Are you sure that you have access to all information within any country? No.
But I think I'm not you.
Yeah, but no, there is no matter, because you have, in each country, you have classified information. And if you are informed about the intellectual property, then who pays the research is the owner of results. If some government or some company pays the research, they are owners of the research results. If I cooperate with the industry, some pharmaceutical industry, I'm not allowed to speak even with my wife what I'm doing. Yes, because we are the same profession. No, because this is the principle of intellectual property, and you can lose your cooperation contract if you discuss about your results, your research with anyone else, even within the same company, not only with the person who is responsible in cooperation. And this is the reason why is not any problem why some results still are not published, or even some research not continued about the ideas, even Nikola Tesla.
But is that going to go on forever?
I don't know. But
50 years.
yeah, okay. But just we have spoken today about vitamin C, ascorbic acid, which is known compound. Chinese discovered procedure. They made the patent. Switzerland bought this patent because our pharmaceutical factory Pliva has a big production, 3,000 tons of ascorbic acid per year. When the patent protection was terminated, China started to produce this vitamin, and the final product was cheaper on the market than the raw material for the ongoing procedure. These are the facts. Could you, when we are talking now, is not the Tesla. I'm sure that most of you are informed about the Wankel motor, rotating engine, which is extremely efficient. Why is still after 40 years? Because it's not a secret more. It could be applied all around the world. Why the traditional motor is not substituted with the Wankel motor, which is more efficient, cheaper, easier to produce, but whole steel automobile industry is working with the 4-cylinder system. This is something what I mentioned already on the beginning. A lot of you will reach the results. You will develop the new technology, but there will be someone who can say, no, this we will not apply. And this is this magic triangle where you have science, you have economy, and you have politics. This triangle is magic, and we are just one of 3 corners in this triangle.
Okay. More simple questions like the last one.
Tesla was developing a way to transmit energy through the air. The building he was doing in Long Island why has there not been any more development around that? If it's something that can give a lot of money if you want to ask for money, or it can be used as energy for any place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We know also the answer, because he discovered when he asked for support for the money to develop this idea, it means to use the cosmic energy and to distribute it all around the world. The owners of electrical company told it means that each person on the world can use the energy and we will lose the job. We are not giving money for something where we can lose the money in the future. But still is the question why the whole world today does not continue this idea to apply it. Maybe from the same reason. But this is something for which you, young generation, could give some your new ideas and more, maybe also new application for the future. Because transmission of energy today in wireless communication is more or less present. Just this question how we can have the light in this room, not through the wires, but wireless. How we can produce the electrical energy in Sahara from the solar energy and transmit it to the Europe without any cables, any loss in the transport, and on the unique way. It's your future. Try to be new Tesla and or successor of Tesla. I wished some of you to be in the next 50 years on the place like I'm here talking about how bad was 50 years ago and how world is better in the future. Thank you for your patience, for your audience, and again, I was honored to be in front of such a big amount of young people and with your attention. Thank you.